how sports entities are going to know what's happening inside the athlete. Today, we're going to talk with Dr. Lavinia Avieri Auber, founder of VitalizeDx. And one important problem that we are trying to solve in the sports industry, that you are trying to solve, is how to measure what's happening, right?
Yeah. So what we do is we profile the athletes and their biodynamic status. We do this by combining biological, psychological, and physical metrics with a test which is very rapid, on the fly, done on the field, done at home before the training, typically 2 days after the match and 2 days before the match. And we are capable of understanding the internal load. There's a lot of technology that can capture the external load, and they're absolutely valuable, but there's very little devices currently that are capable of detecting those very early signal of overtrain. So we have this technology which is based on salivary diagnostic on the fly. Everything is done with a phone and can be done by the athletes. Typically they come before the training, 2 days after the match, and they do it. We work with the teams, but also single athletes. So it really works across the board. And we have great returns in terms of satisfaction from the athletes that can see their scorecard with specific action to improve. And then the coach has a more deeper understanding of the status of each athlete within the team, with the risk assessment for overload, and also after 5 times that they have played and where we have the field metrics, they can also have a complete map of the team and see how they can improve the status of and the performance of the athlete.
Okay, so how does this help the training, the coaches and the trainers develop their teams?
Yeah, so of course each athlete is different, and so we have specific actions when we have the risk assessment. We're based on 8 biometrics that not only in absolute value but the interaction of those give a score of risk, and basically we suggest a specific action. For example, when there is low, medium to low risk, taper temporarily and adopt certain strategies. There are suggestions that are given by the app. So the specification of the risk alone, the variable, then the support that is given towards this particular metrics, nutraceutical support, but also mental tricks that the coach can adopt. In terms of the analytical map of the whole team, we really have a dashboard, and we can see who's performing very well consistently, who's getting worse, and basically those levers that can be enacted in order to get one player from one quadrant, which was maybe not as good in the last game, towards a better performance.
So what are they missing, the sports entities, about recovery and readiness?
Yeah, I think that there is a lot of understanding about the external load and also biomechanical load. All the biological metrics so far are done in blood. Blood requires, of course, some time to be analyzed, except for the lactate, which is immediate. And of course, lactate is one of the established measure of overtrain. However, those metrics, if not integrated then by analytic teams, they remain in silos and somehow cannot be enacted. And I think that there is a lot of loss of information there. So devices are existing, but sometimes are not integrated, and it's the job of the team. Of course, some teams have more capabilities than others to really integrate all this data. And what we do, we really bring together bio, psycho, physical, and in the future also biomechanic. We're also working on a device that will be a patch for athletes in order to detect a breathing rate and heart rate variability, sweat, temperature, that really works across all athletes, because not all athletes can have wearables, right? So we have everything. We have smartwatches, smart rings, and but not athletes. Athletes cannot play with specific wearables. So
why hasn't this type of data become the standard?
A lot of the industry is focused on blood biomarker. I mean, for all the diseases, certainly, and we are basically inheriting some of the technology that has been used for detecting diseases, and blood has been the standard, the golden standard. I think there is a great opportunity for other biofluids. Biofluid is different. You need to be an expert in the biofluid to really understand. And you need also experimental setting where you're really proving that this is correct.
And the equipment and the right person to...
Exactly. So I think that we are opening an area where there's going to be more than one biofluid. Certainly saliva, it's one of the interesting biofluid because it's filtered biofluid. There are very few cells, and it's not the same as blood, but is very close to blood. So it shares most of the protein with blood, and it does share also 1/4 of the proteome with the brain. So it's could be even a source for brain protein. We still understand part of it, but that's certainly in the cardiometabolism and cardiovascular side, and the pH and hydration, and also the glycemic supply. We certainly can detect those metrics, and we can translate them into the internal load of the athlete.
And where are the barriers right now to implement this everywhere?
I think it's also quite since it's a new product, as any product, when it's new, people aren't prepared. There is a lot of resistance to new things. That's typical, as in every field. We see that everyone who has tried it, small team, bigger teams, they're extremely positive about this. The easiness to do the test and the time that it takes, only 1 minute, is really impressive. And from the usability to the analytics, which is real time, so you basically press a button and you get the analytics. Nowadays, you can do a lot of this thanks to the server, just the speed of the server and the machine learning which is behind. I think everything comes together that we could have developed this product. We have developed it with a fantastic team. I mean, it's not only me. My team is back in Italy and also in Switzerland. This would not have been possible without them, and everyone is very different in the team. We have a biotech, mathematician, IT developer, and many other students, and even two, three students who are joining from the ESPS. So I'm really thankful for having been here, and for the whole GSIC team. That every small push helps.
Mm-hmm. And you also tested this solution in a real environment with us in the Torrent Club de Fútbol.
And I saw that actually they did quite well. So they have one performance coach, and of course many. The squad is quite big as compared to a basketball team.
20 players, right?
Exactly, 24 players, and everyone has done it just before they were coming to the game, or to the training. Actually, it worked very well for them. I think they have also positive feedback. I saw that they have done back to back, so they have done 2 days after the match and 2 days before the match. I'm just waiting also to talk to the performance coach to see really his feedback. It's always important to hear the feedback of the customer. This has been a great opportunity because it was the first time we were operating with the soccer team. And soccer team, of course, are very, very complex. There are different roles, but now we will be also trying to understand for each role in the team what are the variables that are more influencing basically their performance.
Interesting. Okay, so we're going to the rapid questions segment of this podcast. Yeah. I have 3 questions for you, whatever comes to mind. One misconception about athlete monitoring.
I think that the misconception about athlete monitoring is that you will be capable of gathering all the data. It's very difficult to gather data. It would be fantastic. We would love to gather all the data. First of all, the data is of the athlete. It's handed over to the team because that's basically where they are employed. But it's extremely difficult to build models on others' data.
Okay, so governability.
Yeah, it's about basically about sourcing.
Yeah,
governability, regulatory. So, a lot of misconceptions.
Okay, one change the industry should make right now. about this?
I think the industry is already good. Certainly, there is less investment currently in this space as it should be. It's important to provide a solution which benefits everyone, both the athletes, the team, the upper management, and also the whole, also at the financial level. We have developed an injury prevention model, saves human capital, saves a lot of money to the team, and saves points to the league.
What will define the next generation of performance analysis?
I think certainly the accessibility of the data and the actionability of the data. Data, we love data. We are technologists. We just dribble around with graphs and that we love, but we need to make this speak. We need to make data speak to make it enacted. So this is going to be really what will make the difference, and make data speak, make data actionable. And this is what we say. We have a solution which is accessible, accurate, and actionable. And this is exactly what we need.
Thank you so much, Lavinia, founder of VitalizeDx. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much.
Thank you.